another episode of the Sisters Podcast. I got my girl Steph here. Steph, how you doing?
Good. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you. I'm so excited that you're here. You said you're not nervous, so I'm not gonna tell you to let your nerves out because you straight. That's what you do. I appreciate you taking the time during your birthday week to come into the episode. So shout out to you. So tell people a little bit about yourself. Where you from? Where you grew up? Like all that good stuff. Just a little snippet.
Okay, so wait, do I look at you?
Yeah, you can look at me.
You're gonna something. Alright, I'm Stephani Narvaez. I grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I am a content creator.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your family history. Like, how old are you? Like, how many siblings you got? Like, all that good stuff.
Okay, so let's see. I'm Ecuadorian, so parents, migrated to New York, moved to Connecticut, been here since. Grew up with two parents. Then, when I was 15, my parents divorced. So then my dad started his new family. So I got a couple step brothers and sisters. So altogether, I would say it's me, my older brother, my little sister, and then 3 others. So it's 6 of us.
Okay. Nice. And Steph and I went to Kobe together.
Yes.
We was just talking a little bit about that. We would walk past each other, call each other best friends, laugh for a little bit, and then go our separate ways.
Literally.
But that was just the connection that we had. We built, gym class and kind of just carried on. But it's been amazing to see your progress via Instagram, just seeing everything that you've been doing, especially from Kobe. I remember going to your graduation party when you graduated from Kobe. You remember, in your backyard, you had a big bonfire or something. It was mad people back there. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
I was at your house it was your graduation party or some type of party you was having, and it was me, Shane, Layla, I think, and I know it was your house because you were over there by Wendy's, right? Yes. A long time ago, but
oh my
time
God,
has passed. Right. It's been some years in this. We don't talk all the time, but I definitely peep everything that you're doing. So shout out to you for real. You all good?
No, because you really called me up. I'm wait, what? I knew I had something in the basement, but that was for my birthday.
I remember it was in your backyard. It was you had something, a kickback, something, but it was. I definitely remember going there for that. This is not funny. Like you said, you're a content creator now. You started your journey working at the Boys and Girls Club. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? What was your role there, and how did working with the community inspire you to stay doing that?
So, I always give credit to my Boys and Girls Club because I wouldn't be here without them. Growing up in Bridgeport, we needed a safe place to be at after school. So my parents put me in the Boys and Girls Club, which was down the street from my house. Yeah. Because my parents worked a lot, so they needed, just needed somewhere for us to be. So I just was a member there. When I turned 15, I got my first job there. I started volunteering. Then I went to college. I got a scholarship. They, damn near paid for my whole college. So after college, I tried to stay connected. And I try to give back as much as I can right now. Whether it's donating a pair of sneakers or products that I get from brands. And then right now I am in the works of something. I don't want to say yet, but I am in the works of something with them. And for me, it's again, I wouldn't be here without them. Just everything that they provided, the resources, the programs, the college trips, the, everything, I just always tell myself, when they would take us on trips and stuff or conferences, it was always you can be who you want to be, go for your dreams, go for whatever you want to do, don't give up. It was always so positive. So it was instilled in me so much to the point that I'm all right, well, there is no, you can't do what you want to do in life. It was just straight up, it can happen. So, they gave me that courage, that motivation to go after what I want to do with my life. And for that, it's I gotta give always forever in my heart. Gotta give back, you know.
That's dope because I grew up with the Sheen Center, and I knew about VIP, like, but never really knew the in depth of the Boys and Girls Club. So I feel like you were the only person that I knew that was heavily worked there. And then like Giselle's sister like started working there like as she got older too. But just to see the impact from like your eyes of like the things that they do, it's good to know that they actually have college ready resources and like people that they're connected to help you know, students to further their education. And they helped you like find Western. Like, how was that process? Like, you said they gave you a scholarship to go there.
So actually, if we bring it back, I couldn't afford to go to Kobe. Like, I didn't even get accepted into Kobe because I was bad at middle school. I went to a public middle school. And, you know, the Boys and Girls Club, they're very connected. So they knew somebody and they got me a meeting with somebody at Kobe. And, like, one of the principals, or assistant principal at the time. And she got me into, I had a meeting with her. And I will never forget the day when I went to a meeting with her with my dad. And she was like, one strike and you're out. Like, it was no games. Like, because she saw my record. She was like, this is why you ain't get into the high school. Because you got suspended so many times. You got into, like, fights and all that. So, when I went to Kobe, I was like, you know, it was just, like, I couldn't mess up. Like, I had to change 360, like. And then when I did that, oh my God, I forgot what we were going with this.
With the Boys and Girls Club with their scholarship. So
the person that they that connected me with the meeting, when I got the meeting, they gave me a scholarship. So it was like, again, like the person from the Boys and Girls Club, they knew somebody, and I was able to go to Kobe because of that. Right. So I got a scholarship in high school, and then in college, like, I had a couple scholarships, like, here and there from, like, the Boys and Girls Club. Then I had from, like, other programs. But, like, the first 2 years, I was, you know, paying it on my own. I had got, like, you know, it was on my own. And then I would say, I think it was junior year, where, like, damn near, like, I got, like, 100% scholarship to live on campus. Because first, I think I was in college, was paying on my own. Then I, like, commuted, and then they seen, because I would still be connected with the Boys and Girls Club, they, you know, they try to, like, keep up with us, so they knew I was commuting from Danbury to Bridgeport, like, 45 minutes, like, 3 times a week.
That's tough.
So they gave me so then, yeah, they, you know, had to apply, they, had to, you know, have certain requirements that I had to meet and keep up with in college, and, yeah, and then they provided, so then
that's dope. No, that's dope, and, it's crazy because, like I said, I never knew that the Boys and Girls Club do that. And I'm like, the new
there's a new one
that they built over there by Central. It looks so dope. But I never got a chance. Like, I never went to the Boys and Girls Club. Maybe just to, like, for a game or something like that. Like, maybe we played there, but just to see that, like, the things that they're doing for the community is great. And now you have role somewhere in there still, like, you're still connected with them, like you said, you donate stuff like that, but do they come to you for advice for different things and stuff like that? Like, is that, why are you smiling? Like, you know, it's crazy because I cannot even see you, like, one fighting and getting suspended for that. Like, you came, oh my gosh, you came to Gobi just like smiles and giggles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, I feel like that's how we connected, because we was always laughing at just anything. But good for you, because, like, obviously maybe you needed that little strike to be like, yo, like, this is serious now. You're not in elementary school no more. Got to change for the, you know, for the better, and it led you to where you at now. And digital creator, and graduated with your bachelor's in media production. So did I. Obviously we got to stay in the media, stay connected. Yes. How did that spark come? Like, what made you want to go down the media production role?
So, but first, you got what's your degree in?
Media production, mass communications. Wow. I got into mass communications with a concentration in media production.
Okay, where?
Franklin Pierce.
Okay. Oh, that's not in Connecticut. That's in
New Hampshire.
Okay. So ever since I was a little girl, like, I always knew, like, I remember, like, taking, like, pictures and videos. Like, that was just my thing growing up. But also I would, like, think I had, like, a little desk, like, and I had, like, I would just, like, write. Yeah, I just thought that was, I don't know.
You was building your imagination up.
Yes.
To where you are. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then But I always love like TV, and I used to always wonder like, how do these people be on TV? So, for me, like, I didn't know anybody in the industry. I didn't come from connection. I didn't come from none of that. Mm-hmm. So like, I thought it was like impossible. So, you know, when I went to college, I got a degree in media production because I'm like, you know, like, maybe an internship would help me get into like these doors, open these doors for me. And, you know, going to like, let me not say going to that school, but like, you know, just like, I got the degree and then I started applying for media companies and I got into like the media industry. So I was working on like NBC, I was working for AMC, like all these different networks and in New York. And then, and then after college, after I was working behind the scenes, because this is behind the scenes for the industry when you get this degree. And I'm like, so and then I moved to Miami. I was working for Univision. You know Univision? I was at Univision. And then I promise you, after like, I stopped counting after 50 interviews. I think it was like 50 interviews. And the resume was there. Like, I got in the interview. And then after, I never got called. And I'm like, dang, like, you know. But like I said, I always knew I could be in front of the camera. And then I'm like, dang, like, and I always think of, like, again, like, the boys and girls, so they're like, don't settle, like, go for what you want, like, believe in yourself, all this stuff. So I'm like, you know what, like, all right, well, clearly, the behind the scenes, they're working out for me right now. And I'm like, let me move back to Connecticut and work in New York. So that's when I got into background acting. I got into SAG. And then COVID hit. And I got into just like, I was just like, well, what am I going to do? We can't do nothing. None of us could work. So I was just like taking pictures, doing videos. And yeah, now here we are. But yeah, here we are.
Here we are. And how did you end up with, like, because I see you started off on your content, like doing sneakers. And then you started to model for sneaker companies. How did that even come about?
Okay, so junior year, I went to Miami to intern for Telemundo. Again, I'm in college. I'm using my degree, so got this internship out there. I get my degree. I'm out there, and I end up getting. I'm just on Instagram, and I see that Foot Locker woman. They posted, literally like, if you want to model, like, sign up. And the way you signed up was literally you just put in your social media. At the time, I only had Instagram. Just put in your Instagram. And I kid you not, like, yeah, they chose 8 of us. And we modeled for, like, 3 days. So this is junior year of college. I still was, like, that was my first modeling. And it was, like, for Foot Locker. Like, it was great. And after that, I didn't touch on it. I was just like, okay, this is a one-time thing. And I would never forget after like, you know, because I was still doing my internship that summer. And I was telling him, like, oh my God, like, it's about to be senior year. Like, one of my, like, the people I worked with, I'm like, oh my God, it's about to be senior year. I got to figure out, like, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to work, like, blah, 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 like, after college. And he literally told me, he's like, Stephani, like, you just model for Foot Locker. Like, go do something with yourself. Like, don't be here. Because, mind you, I was in the news. I was in the, working, you know, like, behind the scenes. And then, yeah, so then that happened. And, so I didn't do much. And then, I mean, I left it at that. And then when COVID hit, like, I really feel like that was my sign. Like, I literally got stuff to show, like, to post about, like, the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. All this stuff. And then at the time, like, I'm home, so I'm like looking around and I'm like, what can I talk about? What do I genuinely love talking about? And I felt like I could talk about sneakers. Like, I had stories about, like, why I have this sneaker, how to style this sneaker. And I will start posting it. Mind you, at the time, I didn't even know being an influencer, being a content creator was a thing. Like, I don't come from that. Like, I'm talking, like, I was just posting. And it was, and then, like, and I'm going to tell you this because it's like, I wish somebody would have told me. At the time, even when I got accepted to the campaign to do for Foot Locker, I literally, it was a time where I wasn't even going to post as much because I thought I was weird for posting because nobody that I knew would post as much as I did. And I thought I was a weirdo. I'm like, why am I posting like so much? And then now here we are, like, as you could do that as a job.
And it's crazy because I feel like now everybody wants to post. Everybody wants to be some type of social media influencer. But I think what separates you and the people, everybody else who want to follow their dreams down that road is like, this was in us. This been in us. Like, it's not just something that we saw and like, oh, I want to do that because they making money off of it. I want to make money that way. Like, no, like the vision's been in our head. Like, it's been like, obviously we got the degrees media production, and it goes, I feel like that goes further than people posting on TikTok, because you actually took the time to get the degree, to think about, you know, the different steps that it takes to get there. And then like with the people that we met in college in that degree kind of helped us to, you know, that's resources, that's connection, that's networking for like moving forward. And like they already know that we went through the process because this is actually what we're about. So it's, I say it all the time. I don't like TikTok because I rather create my own account. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got like Wondershare, Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere. Like I feel like that's just the easiest way to do it because that's how I learned it. But it's interesting because like you said, everybody like wants to be a social like media person, but like I feel like it separates us, that it's in us. Like we really actually, this is our dreams, this is what we wanted to chase. So I've always been a behind the scenes type of person. This is like my first time like willingly being in front of the camera. And I love it. Like everybody asks me like, who's your team? I'm me. Like I can, because we know how to record ourselves, we know how to edit, like we know how to post our things up there, but like I said, it's been in us. We went to school for this. So how did you going from that to being featured in Power Book Ghosts? Because when I saw that, I was like, okay, Steph, yeah, let's go. How did that even come apart?
Yeah, so like I said, like I got into background acting when I moved back to Connecticut. So like in New York, like I got into background acting. I got in a union, and that was actually my first role as a SAG actor. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's literally how I got it. I mean, they ain't paying me, but you know, I always tell people, because I love telling people like the website, because it's never that deep, you know. So like I have the profiles on Casting Networks and Central Casting. Like literally, those are the websites you sign up for background. And you know, the way it works, because it's background, is like you literally submit photos of yourself. It doesn't even be professional. Like there's selfies. Like everything now is like they want to see raw footage. And then, you know, they send the pictures to the director. Director likes your look. You know, you get hired. I got hired for a couple of days. Sometimes for one day, sometimes for a couple of days. And then, yeah, I got selected. And it just happened that when I was because, you know, the classroom setting, I think you're talking about the classroom setting? Yep. Yeah. I was sitting next to, you know, the main actors. I don't even know their names. But listen, when you're working, it's a movie thing. They be like, who's? I'm like, I don't know. I know it's somebody, but yeah. So yeah, that's how I got it. Honestly, ain't nothing special. Like literally, that's how it went.
It is special. So stop trying to downplay it.
I mean, like, for me, it's my job.
Right. No, but I hear you. But it's like, you're not in there fangirling because this is where you want to be. But it's like, who from Bridgeport is, you know, everybody, we all watch, well, we all watch, I watch Power. I've been watching it since before, like, it got to Power Book Ghost. So it's like, it's a big deal. You may not be getting the most money or none money at all, but like I said, it's an experience that not a lot of people have. So it's like, you know, it is special. So I don't think you should downplay it. I think it's something to be proud of. So
no, we getting paid.
Oh, you're right.
No, we getting paid.
I'll make that clear. I'm definitely getting paid.
No, because I think sometimes people think too, like when you're doing extra work or background, they're like, "You get paid?" I'm like, "Yeah, you get paid for that." Like, you know. But no, yeah. I mean, I was on Canon too. Right. Did you see that one?
I didn't. So I don't watch Canon. Right. I just didn't like his character from Ghost, but I heard it's really good. I know that people watch it, but so like I said, it's special. Like you doing your thing. That's
Thank
what
you
you
so
want to do,
much.
of course. And you decided to follow your dreams and move to LA. How has that been? How's that transformation been?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been like a great experience. I mean, like I said, like I always tell people like low key, like LA is like a New York, you know. From my experience, like, cause like I said, I was living in Connecticut, I was doing work in New York.
Right.
So like for me, when I'm in LA, it's like, you know, just what I was doing in New York, the background, the events, the campaigns, I'm doing in LA.
Right.
I mean, the commute, I guess I would say, because I'm in the heart of LA, like, you know, the events are like there, you know. But you know, here I will take the train like an hour and a half. Sometimes I'll drive there. You know, there's no parking in Connecticut. I mean, in New York, so you know, most of the time I'm like taking a train there, walking. You know, it's just, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's events, brand collabs,
why don't you,
background.
You showed me before we started recording, but why don't you name some of the people that you had networked with? If the ones that you can, that you've done out in LA since you've been there.
Yeah, I mean, because like there's a lot of events in LA. Like, I mean, I was just at Sweetie's like Pan Sip event, you know. Then I was at like Adrian Bailon's pop up. Then I worked Rihanna's like new Fenty foundation launch, you know, as a brand ambassador. Those are like the 3 recent ones. Oh, I was with Tabitha Brown, who you know that is.
Yes, I do.
So as a content creator, they invited me to her launch for her products, their new hair products. So I was with her, you know. So yeah, those are some people I've met so far since I've been out there.
And with that, like, is there like an app or like is word of mouth where you like are selected for these events? Like, how does that work?
So like Tabitha Brown, I did go as an influencer. So like her PR team reached out to me, invited me to the event. Sweetie's event, honestly, like I went with my girl. Like literally, it was like she posted it on her social. She was like, she has an event in LA. They chose like 20 of us to go. Adrian Bailon, it was a pop-up so anybody could go, right. You know. And then I just happened to have like my vlogging camera, so I was like, I'm gonna get her my blog. And then after that, who's the other one? Oh, Rihanna's. You know.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I mean, they did post it. There was it was posted on an Instagram account. It's a marketing agency. Yep. And I signed up and I got chosen, but again, it was a hard selection, they said. So I was, you know, very proud of that because I'm like, you know, they had to look at the credentials. Right. So I'm like,
you downplaying too much for me. I can't with you right now. Like, you doing it. Like, it's okay to say that you heard. Like, it's fine. Like, you real humble right now. You know, just so
you think so?
Yeah. What you mean? I know so. Like, I first of all, I take my time with finding women to come up here to share their story. Everybody has different backgrounds. Everybody don't come from the same place. But I truly know that the people that have up here have opportunities that not a lot of people have. So it's like, I say that to say, like, you're from Bridgeport, you moved to LA to follow your dreams, like you're still giving back to your community out here. Like, it's nothing to downplay. It's something to be, you know, grateful. And like, I love that you're humble about it. You're not out here like, you know, popping your shit, even though you probably do at home. Ain't nothing wrong with that, like with your friends. But at the same time, it's like, I think you can pat yourself on the back for, you know, taking that risk and you know, continuing to set an example for your siblings and, you know, people from Ecuador and people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a background to you. So it's not something to just say, yeah, I did this, I did that. Like, no, you actually did that and you're still doing it. So shout outs to you, for real.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now that you're in LA, what's the next? What's one thing you want to accomplish while you're out there, like, next?
You know, if I'm being honest, like, you know, LA wasn't part of the plan. You know? Like, I literally, like I said, I was doing what I wanted to do in New York. My whole life is in Connecticut. Like, my mom, my dad, everybody. I went by myself. Like, I packed 2 maletas, like 2 briefcases, and I was out. Like, no car, no furniture, no nothing. But I did go through like a rough breakup that really like motivated me to be like, I need to get away for some time. So I went out there, and I was planning to just be there for a year. And now I'm here like 9 months in, and I'm like, it went by so quick. And, if I do tell myself, and I'm still trying to see if I'm going to stay there for a year or so. I mean, more after a year. But, I told myself, like, if I had to go back home today, I could go back home. Because I feel like I did what I wanted to do, and I'm okay. I mean, I'm big on God's timing, so I know, like, if God wants me to stay longer, like, He's gonna make things keep happening over there, where it's like, Steph, you can't go back because this event's coming up, this opportunity's coming up. But, I definitely see myself coming back out to Connecticut because my family's here. Absolutely. And, going back to what you said, like, the whole humble thing, I mean, my thing is this, like, I don't come from much, and I always say that because, like, and I know, like, anything could change. Like, I can have this today. I can have these opportunities today. And then tomorrow, like, it can all be gone, Right. And, yes, I have my degree to fall back on and stuff like that. But, I think that's what keeps me, like, grounded. And it's like, but, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, you can never be too high. Because, like you said, it can all be taken away. And, like, it's material things, but they're experiences that can't be taken away from you. So that's why I say, like, your experiences that you have the privilege and to experience now, that's something that they can't take away. Yes, you can go back to LA and things go crashing down and you come back home like that. I don't wish that on you, but at the same time, it's the past 9 months is something that someone here didn't get the opportunity to experience. So that's why I say.
I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, like, that's why I say, like, it's important that you, I love the fact that you're humble enough to be like, yeah, no, but, like, at the same time, this and that. But one thing that I don't take for granted is the experience that God granted me and the people that He granted me around. Like, you met your friend here who, from LA, and I'm pretty sure y'all tight, clearly. She here in the room with us right now, so it's like...
come say hi, Bessie.
Yeah,
you want to say hi?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so proud of my friend. I'm like, are you gonna cry?
You over here just hearing her story on the side, and it's like, I'm pretty sure you saw it from the beginning to where she at now, and it's like, it's something to pat yourself in the back for, so...
Pop your shit, man.
Right. So my last question is, what advice do you have for people who are looking to move to LA or to just, move somewhere else to fulfill their dreams?
I don't want to say like what everybody says, because everybody's always going to be like, just follow your dream, just go for it, Right. But I do have to say this, like, I trusted in God's plan. Like, I'm a believer in God. Like, like, the way life has happened for me, like, it was through prayer. That's number one. But if they're not into, like, I always ask God for guidance. It just happens when I pray about things, like the emails coming through, the opportunities coming, like, it just flowing, But like, if somebody's not into that or like needs actual, like, something to see, I mean, I would just tell them, like, like, it's so, I don't want to say this, but like, growing up, we always hear, like, go for what you want, like, don't settle. And that's always been my thing. And I always tell the girlies, like, even like these young girls that like write me and stuff, I always tell them, like, don't settle, do what you love, like, and like figure it out, like, do what you got to do it, because, and it's just about being resourceful. Like, you gotta Google it. Like, you have to Google stuff. Now there's TikTok. They done tell you the whole, like, they tell you the whole book, like, how to get things done, like, how to start this, how to do that. So I would just say that, like, you really have to just be resourceful and go for what you want. And, I mean, moving to a different state, I mean, you talking to a girl that left to LA with less than $2,000 in her bank account. And if you want to do that, like, hey, like, go ahead. I ain't knocking it. So I would just say, like, it's possible. Do it. Like, you gotta like, I mean, obviously, like, save up money, you know? But like, yeah, like, if you have I feel like people gotta understand too, like, some of us, like, I mean, you gotta work with what you have.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's simple as it is. Work with what you have.
So yeah, like we said, you obviously, you left with barely nothing. But I think the point that you made was that you couldn't have done it without God. So like, you had your dream, you had your vision, but you prayed and you stayed humble into knowing that He was going to take care of it all. So it was like, you went out there scared. You went out there, even worried about what was going to happen next. But I know the fact that you trusted God to lead you to where He led you to now, just shows a lot about, your faith in Him. And it's hard because, yes, there are a lot of people who do not believe in God. But I just continue to pray for those people, and that they can see Jesus through me and my experiences and what, how He has blessed me throughout life. So it's like, I think our humble side of us is Him working through us to show other people that you don't have to flaunt and do all this extra stuff when you know where your health and your strength come from. So it's like our journey, our testimonies. I think that one's so cool, but I appreciate you. Our journeys, our testimonies, through it all, it's like, it goes a long way when we just continue to worship Him and then tell other people about the testimony that He brought us through. So, yeah, that's it. You doing it? Huh?
You're amazing.
Oh, I'm not.
You are.
I'm really not. I'm trying. I am. And I'm letting Him use me. It's not easy. As you can see, cameras are shutting down left and right. But at the same time, it's like, He is using me through this platform. So no matter what, it's not perfect. It's perfect for Him. And whoever is listening can, learn from it, or they can learn from it. But at the same time, I know where my strength comes from, and I know why I'm doing it. So
I love this for you though, because this is the thing. Everybody can say they want to do a podcast. Mm-hmm. Everybody can say that they want to be a social media content creator, influencer. Anybody can say they want to do all this. But what separates us is the people that are actually doing it and putting in the work, and the people that are just saying that they want to do it.
Yep.
So you're actually doing it. So that's already a big step.
Absolutely.
So that's why I tell you, like, I'm pretty proud of you, and I love that you're doing this.
Thank you. And I'm proud of you too, and I love everything that you're doing as well. So it's only up from here. Do you have anything else you want to tell the people? You want to give your socials if you want, like your YouTube channel. You got a blog. Talk about that a little bit.
So I have been documenting my.
You can look at it. I'm sorry.
So I have been documenting my my life in LA. Just want to see some clips. All my socials is my name, Stephani Narvaez, or at Stephani Narvaez. Yeah, y'all, like, just do what you love, do what you want. If you guys ever have any questions, my DMs are always open. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, I'm always down. They know.
Right.
People that write me, I give them what y'all need. Like, I don't gatekeep. So.
As you should. Oh, I love to hear it. I love you. I'm so proud of you. And my sisters, my brothers, everybody that's tuning in. I love you guys. I'm here for you guys. And until next episode, we're out.